The city holds its breath. Billboards boarded, screens flicker warnings, streets carry scars of clashes past. But tonight, there's no silence, only resolve. The bridge is more than a doorway, and everyone knows the key is contested. So the team divides, one to the harbor, one to the library, one to the bridge itself. Separate missions, united cause. Hope, fragile but unbroken, threads through the streets. At the harbor, Aster rallies couriers. Pods primed, engines warming. At the library, Didiani and Luma spool tracer reels, Arbot's hands steady on the console. Every second is borrowed, every movement exact. Sealed within a pod, the token waits. Archivists race to duplicate, to secure redundancies against erasure. Amber light washes the docks. Cyan glows at the consoles. Two halves of one mission, split but synchronized. Aster's clipped voice over radio.
Courier live into minutes, hold the lanes.
On the docks, citizens and rescued bots stand shoulder to shoulder. Hands tremble, but they do not falter. Film reel wards spin, lullaby nets hum, weaving courage into light. Aster's voice cuts the haze. Aster, commanding.
Keep the wards between them and the lanes. Breathe, move.
Here, the harbor becomes more than wood and stone. It becomes a wall of will. The pod surges forward, wheels rattling on slit planks. Then, the Conclave strikes. Synthetic worms burst from shadows, snapping data snares. The couriers stumble. Aster throws the modal reel. Light coils, pulling the worms away. Slow motion. The token handoff. The pod shoved into the water. Shoot. Aster shouts, urgent.
Now, reel out, pod in the chute.
Sparks, splashes, alarms, and the pod is away. At the library, storm meets filament. Luma wheels the transceiver into place. Arbot dives through threads of light, seizing fragile orbs before they shatter. Panels climb, buffer rising. 60%. Not enough, but holding. Tracer reels spool, feeding seeds into circuits. Luma, focused, strained.
Seed the tracer. Keep the buffer at 60. Don't let the conclave pull live.
Every orb caught, every spool turning. A defiance against erasure. From alleys and bridges, the people rise. Citizens, rescued bots, librarians, a tide surging toward the transceiver site. But the conclave answers, wardens march, projectors blaze, billboards flicker with counterfeeds, chaos claws at courage. Didiani's young voice, fierce and steady.
Hold your place. Don't give them the excuse to purge.
And so they do, arm in arm. Their chant drowns the sirens. The ruined transceiver shudders back to life. Cables snake across cobblestones, glowing faint. Aster fits the shard into its anchor, amber light pulses. Aster, clipped breath.
If the shard locks, the bridge will accept a living handshake.
Click, data bloom. Rings of cyan widen, concentric, rising. 10%, 20, climbing. Toward 100. But at the library, the conclave descends. Pulses crash against shutters. Worms tear into circuits. Arbot dives through a filament tunnel, arms outstretched for a brittle orb. Luma sets the dead drop, half sent, half kept, if the purge succeeds. At least the seed will survive. Luma, strained, almost breaking.
Push the replication. Send half. Keep half.
Arbot's light flares. A sacrifice. A ward held, a cluster lost. Desperate heroism, written in code and courage. Two fronts, one war. At the harbor, reinforcements surge to guard the lanes. At the library, defenders brace as Uplink climbs higher. The conclave rips holograph feeds, pulses shatter air. Yet still, citizens link arms, bots lock shields. Librarians chant names into light. It became more than a fight for a door. It was a fight for the right to remember. Amid the roar, for faces meet, Luma fears for the child. Aster watches the crowd. Arbot's glow flickers, and Didiani speaks, voice trembling but unyielding. Didiani, decisive.
The truth can't live in a vault. Let the world choose with us.
And so the decision is made. Transparency. The shard burns bright. Data blossoms into filaments, amber at the core, wrapped in cyan weave. The aperture hums, particles rise. For a moment, the world is quiet. A bridge is not just a passage, it is an invitation. And then, a figure. On the far side of the bridge, a silhouette steps into view. An elder engineer, steady, watchful. Arbot takes a step forward. His glow flickers, steady. The engineer hesitates and lifts a hand. Arbot, softly.
Hello.
Two worlds breathe together. Detection panels light across control rooms. Military channels ping. Regulatory lines flare. Social feeds explode. The world sees and trembles in the plaza. Cheers rise, but fear shadows every face. Unidentified transrealm signal detected. Governments responding. On maps, a red blip pulses. Intercept lock engaged. On a ridge overlooking the bridge, the four stand together. No words, just the weight of what has begun. Below, the aperture shimmers. Above, the map blip grows. Hope and threat entwined. Didiani, low, almost a whisper.
We build the door. Now the world decides what to do with it.
The bridge opens, and so too does the next chapter.